Hey loves, guess what? I've got some seriously hot tea. I know it might sound totally insane, but hold on tight because there's way more to this than you'd ever imagine. Get ready for the scoop of a lifetime. So, y'all know that there have been speculations all over the internet that Kanye has been cloned, right? I know, ridiculous claims, right? Well, let's find out together. Hear me out, you guys. While it's true that Kanye was always very controversial, this new Kanye isn't quite the one that we're used to. First of all, isn't it a bit suspicious that he disappeared for some time only to show up as a whole different person from looks, fashion sense, and even physique? Kanye clone, you ain't fooling nobody. Anyways, without further ado, let's just jump right to where it all started. So for those of you who don't know, Kanye's fans started noticing that he had been MIA in late 2022 after his major outbursts that got him cancellations left, right, and center. That was a dark time for Ye. Fast forward to mid-January 2023, Kanye made a rather unusual reappearance. Something was different about him, but his looks aside, there was one more person of interest, Bianca Censori. We would later learn from TMZ that this was Kanye's new wife. Like, no one knew this woman? She literally came out of the blue as Kanye's wife when he came back from wherever he disappeared to, only to show up besides Ye from wherever he had gone to, and there's a conspiracy she's his handler. Just take a look at this photo that emerged in April. Yeah, something was off. I totally understand why some people feel that Kanye isn't even Kanye anymore. You don't have to look too far to notice how different he is from the Ye we know now. He looked spaced out, robotic, and literally emotionless. Just take a look at what some fans had to say. Clone Ye. Bro been playing God of War or something? That ain't Ye. They cloned him. To make matters worse, rumors started spreading around the same time that this new person was not Kanye, which is why people are now convinced that the person we're seeing is either Kanye's clone or an imposter. But I don't know about you guys, Kanye is at a very weird point in his life and he's definitely going through a lot. That's not all, there's also other issues which are being discussed a lot. His mental health, especially after his controversial statements in the past. While some people saw physical changes in his cloned version, others couldn't help but notice how unhappy he looked. Here's what other fans had to say. Blood looks like his mama forced him to take a picture. Why is he dressed like he's in a retirement home? Straight out of therapy type fit. To understand where these cloning speculations have come from, we must address the elephant in the room because Kanye West wasn't always acting like this. There are allegations of control and manipulation in the entertainment industry, and some believe Kanye is a target of such major things. When Elon Musk took over Twitter, he immediately reinstated Kanye's account, and whoa. Did y'all see the bizarre messages from his personal trainer Harley Pasternak?
So it says, I'm going to help you one of a couple ways. First, you and I sit down and have a loving and open conversation, but you don't use cuss words. And everything that is discussed is based in fact, and not some crazy stuff that dumb friend of yours told you or you saw in a tweet. Second option, I have you institutionalized again where they medicate the crap out of you and you go back to zombie land forever. Play date with the kids just won't be the same.
This message did not sit right with me, and it got me thinking, is Harley just a personal trainer or a celebrity handler? So let's talk about this Harley guy, and this cloning thing will make sense, I promise. There's no way a typical trainer would talk to a client like that. What does he know that we don't? Remember, this is a guy who has worked with quite a number of celebrities who have had meltdowns publicly or mysteriously died of overdosing. People like Amy Winehouse and Mac Miller. But what's even crazier is that he previously worked in the military conducting research on experimental drugs.
So working for the military, I wasn't governed by the same laws that the typical person was, so I could look at the impact of certain drugs that are not everyday things.
Okay, now get this. Do you remember in 2016 when Kanye was checked into a psychiatric hospital after experiencing a meltdown publicly? Guess who was with him and even called 911? Harley Pasternak, the same guy that's now sending him such a disturbing text. It was after this incident that Kanye was diagnosed with bipolar disorder and put on medication. You didn't hear it from me, but he was actually put in zombie mode. I clearly remember how Kanye was a shell of himself when he was was discharged.
Kanye West would be supposedly diagnosed with bipolar disorder and turned into a quote zombie, with these haunting photos being released showing a shallow, exhausted-looking Ye.
Since then, he's been the ultimate chatterbox, never running out of things to say, always stirring up controversy. Honestly, guys, as much as I'm not entirely convinced about human cloning, I'm not a scientist, I kinda sorta see how Kanye got here. The industry is evil enough to mess with someone's brain. In case you've forgotten, all these things happened around the same time that Kanye West was working on his album titled TurboGrafx X16. Take a look at the song titled UCLA, where he documented what used to happen while he was admitted to the facility.
Take your meds, Jay. Take your meds, Jay. Take your meds, Jay. Take your meds, Jay. You need some Nike.
After that, Kanye has never been the same again. His erratic behaviors have actually progressed over time. From the outside looking in, we've heard all sorts of stories about how crazy and shady the industry is, and worse still, how they control and eliminate people like Whitney Houston. Kanye has been bold enough to talk about how they wanted to finish him the same way they did to Britney Spears. This leaves me wondering, are they trying to get rid of Kanye West? So you see, as outrageous as these cloning stories are, what if someone is trying to get rid of Kanye West? What if they've done it already? And what if they did something terrible to him such that people can't take him seriously anymore and rubbish everything he says as tales of a madman? Well, Orlando Brown was among the people who openly talked about this, boldly saying that there are two Kanyes, the shorter Kanye and the taller Kanye.
If you guys actually realize like how there's a taller Kanye and a smaller Kanye, taller Kanye and a smaller, they're fighting for who's gonna be Kanye. They're fighting for who's gonna be Kanye, dude, right in front of you.
Okay, so now let's shift gears to another scandalous part of Ye, and oh boy, can we talk about his outfits. Granted, his sense of fashion has always been questionable, but this new Kanye is on another level of absurdity. He is literally making waves in the tabloids, and Kanye has been seen wearing some very unusual outfits. I mean, who is this? He was spotted in his store with a bushy beard, contrary to his signature clean shave. Kanye's recent photos look nothing like him. Every recent photo or publication about him shows him looking unrecognizable and behaving funny. He wore a gray shirt with red stripes across the chest and an emblem on the side. He paired the top with a tight pair of legging-style pants and green rubber boots that reached almost to his knee. And if you think this outfit was ridiculous, here's a stranger one, where he went shoeless. He was spotted on a date casually walking around in blue socks. Gross! The star was also seen wearing shoulder pads under his shirt. Photos of the singer were posted on Kardashian internet forum, to which many called his look ridiculous. Here's what some fans had to say. It feels like he views his entire purpose in life as some performative circle jerk. It has to be exhausting and is certainly not good for his already unstable mental. He looks like a kid who was cut from the team but refuses to take the practice gear off. I think he finds pleasure in thinking he can make any ridiculous outfit a fashion trend for the mass. Kanye has a habit of disappearing and reappearing out of the blue, which kind of makes it hard to know if something sinister happened during his recent disappearance or if he's just clout chasing.
Kanye double, AI robot, or clone, however your theories are, has clearly lost direction when walking into the wall. The body language tells us all this is something else. Paparazzi know that's not him. Allegedly, they can't discuss that. It would sabotage their platforms.
Okay, so we're dying to know, who is Kanye's new wife? Apparently their affair started as an office romance now that Bianca has been working at Yeezy since 2020 as head of architecture. Other than Bianca's suspicious entrance into Ye's life, people also paid attention to his song Sensory Overload, and the lyrics stood out. But guys, there's another version to this. Some people are saying that Kanye is the one controlling her. I mean, isn't she literally taking this for better or worse thing too seriously? It's one thing for Kanye to be this controversial. I mean, it is Kanye West. Hello. However, what this version of Kanye is putting his wife through is an entirely new circus. Look at her being dragged across the street like a pet. And let's not forget that Kanye has been known to make his partners dress up in a way that pleases him. Do you guys remember when he did an entire overhaul of Kim's wardrobe? At the time, it looked like a thoughtful act of love, but now that things have come full circle, we can conclude that he wanted Kim to dress in a particular way. Here, she accompanied Kanye to church, and people have had a field day mocking her. Not to be rude, but I know she gotta be sick that Kim K got all the good clothes and she's walking around in a broken broken black condom. This gotta be Photoshop. Ain't no way, man. On a lighter note, some people said that Kanye is making her cover her face because she looks like Pete Davidson, Kim Kardashian's ex-boyfriend. What a hilarious twist of events. Either way, their union has started off amid too much controversy. Is she a wife or a handler? Also, is it just me, or did y'all see something fishy when Kanye took Bianca shopping at Balenciaga? In as much as Kanye thrives on controversy, he has been very vocal in calling out Balenciaga as well as celebrities that still collaborate with Balenciaga. And would you believe me when I tell you that he turned around and took his wife shopping at Balenciaga? Some fans were convinced that there was no way the real Kanye would step foot in Balenciaga, and here's what they had to say. There's no way my dude would have married that quick and went shopping at Balenciaga either. Yeah, I'm thinking something happened to Kanye. How do you go from exposing Balenciaga to shopping there? Now, Kanye can be a lot of things, but an absent father isn't one of them. But since he resurfaced recently, how come we haven't seen him anywhere near his kids? Since he's been back, you don't see one pic of him with his children, and Kanye adores his kids. That's not him. We literally remember his divorce with Kim as one of the ugliest Hollywood has ever witnessed, especially because even their kids weren't spared. Kanye was trying to say that Kim doesn't spend enough time with the kids and left her parenting role to the nannies, and we still remember him calling Kim out for putting their daughter North on TikTok against his wish. Isn't it weird how this seemingly present father has suddenly abandoned his kids? Kim has come out on multiple occasions saying she's been parenting all by herself. What do you guys think about this whole Kanye being cloned situation? Let me know in the comment section. And make sure to click on the tab above if you need more controversial videos on these celebs and influencers.